their team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Muscle up, we got the biometric. Ran up by the lux from that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, people diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Block 40. Ready.
Love gonna air this out to start. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Smash red. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that makes it 3rd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready. Red, 38. Red, yellow. Set, cut.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here goes the line. 180. Turbo's up.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and
3. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here goes the line. 180.
Another one for Gibbs. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they can be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. That one complete to St. Brown. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin the game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball goes hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Hobbs. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Set, hut. Yep, ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready, 6, match 52, blue. Ready?
Love from the gun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. Ooh, and he is correct at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Let's go
line.
now. Zoom black. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 45. What? Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
The career's more at stake when you're proud. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted
No
line.
connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set. Blue, 32. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on third down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Oh my, low kick and short. He completely mishit this one. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Lloyd on a shotgun handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Choke on that return on the final play of our 1st quarter. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Running it with David Montgomery. And he only manages one. A couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on. 180.
From the gun, Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set button.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. Past the 25. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Marshawn Lloyd with a touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. To kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What's up?
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You've got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 37.
We've set it downs from 37. Coming right is Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Nick Hobbs in on that stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Goff to the air now. On the move, headed right. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Goff on 3rd. Complete beyond the bunker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Isaac Tisslaw, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Packers secure it. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers take a 13-0 lead. No one else he'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery. Number 2.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now.
Super 180.
Throwing now. That's a pickup of 9.
And that moves the chains on 3rd down. That's a QB's best friend.
180.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. He's foray up the middle.
Moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on. 180.
Goff back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Cut. 120.
They'll air it out on third. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
20.
From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
What's that?
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a positive result on that effort. He's down near the enemy 40 before going out.
Hey, we know that every single possession in this league is a premium. And these ones right before halftime with the clock dwindling down, well, they become even bigger. Setting your offense up for success with a return like that, you couldn't script it any better.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Ready?
Love now on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. And their next snap's coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Blue striker. Ready.
From the gun on third down. It's low. Brought in. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He's back to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Fielding the miss, and they're headed the other way. And he'll get it up to the 27. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Off play action, Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There he goes, pick 6, touchdown Green Bay. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And off the play fake, here's Goff. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Sam LaPorta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Evan Williams. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this 2nd half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready?
On the give, it's Lloyd. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Red, 38. White. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Lloyd loses it on the hit. The Lions get to it. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Goff on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with him.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed to his running back. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, or you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down throw from Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing their commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, no, they get him yet again. At the 20. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kane, especially with how far they had to go in that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
McManus on for the extra point. And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Screen here for Gibbs. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in Ottawa. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And they pick him off again! And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch, yellow. Hut, hut.
Running left with Lloyd. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready, ready.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Down.
They run once more with Lloyd. might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And now they have a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our fourth quarter.
Ready up.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Come on. Set.
Again, a run with Lloyd. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead.
Lions 7. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
What? 180. Cut.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
120.
Shotgun snap here to go. And they pick him off again. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Blaster. 6. Here we go. 45. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That one's complete right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Set. Ready.
Handoff here to Lloyd. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
White. Hut.
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Setting up the running back screen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressive. From this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He put everything he's got behind it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Let's go.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here's
Lloyd. Has a hole left, room to run. 30 into the red zone. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers are running them out of the building. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown.
We are watching the showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Lions 7. To kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 from the 26-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Lions have a 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That's complete to Sloan. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Lions cut into the lead by another point.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On the ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Down. Hut.
Now give left side to Lloyd. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
all in my face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it.